Okay, hi, welcome. This is Motsi. It is my pleasure, and it will always be my pleasure to have you around. We continue exploring expansion of brackets, and of course, this is part two, and these will be the problems that we shall use to explore this episode. I once again make a disclaimer. This is by no means level specific, whether you're new to algebra or you're old to algebra, it does not matter. This is just algebra in general. But if there's something specific that you wish I do address, do let me know in the comment section and I will address it. However, if it is urgent and you want it right away, do reach out on my Preply account. I'll leave the link either in the comment section or in the description so that we can connect. Otherwise, let's go ahead and do the questions. Question number one, we have 2x, of course, minus 3 in bracket, multiplying 3x minus, oh, sorry, let's place 2 also in brackets. And your assignment is to expand the brackets, which means to remove the brackets or to get rid of the parentheses. In our previous questions, which if you would want to check the video, you can right here, we understood that we had only one item outside the bracket and it was multiplying all the items that were in the bracket. And now there are two. What do we do? Well, the process is the same. This, we have to multiply everything that is in the bracket, and this will also have to multiply everything that is in the bracket. And I have a technique that will assist you to make sure that everything that's here multiplies everything that's here without making an error. And that is to break this bracket and rewrite this bracket. This technique ensures that this 2x multiplies everything that is in that bracket and the 3 also multiplies everything that is in that bracket. Otherwise, you break this bracket, then you rewrite this bracket. Let's go ahead and multiply 2x times 3x gives us 6x squared and 2x times 2 gives us plus 4x. Negative 3 times 3x gives us negative 9x, and of course negative 3 times 2 gives us a negative 6. This becomes our expression without the brackets. But of course we understand that this can be simplified because we see terms that are the same. We see like terms, hence they have to be cleaned up. 6x squared, there's no term like it, but here we have a little bit of work to do. 4x minus 9x gives us negative 5x, and of course negative 6, there's no term like it. This leaves us with this expression, which of course becomes our final answer. I hope you understand. Let's go to the next one. If you feel confident and you want to try the next question, you can pause the video, do the question first, and then compare your solution to mine. But if not, it's okay. We can try it out together. There we have 2x minus 3y, of course, squared. And our assignment is to still expand the brackets. In other words, remove the brackets. Well, this notation means this is multiplying itself. Similar to me giving you 4 squared, this means 4 times 4, and this will be 16. Of course, similarly, we're going to have this that is going to multiply itself. Resist the temptation to just square this one and square this one. That's not what it means. Square means you are multiplying this one by itself. Otherwise, this is equivalent to 2x minus 3y multiplied by 2x minus 3y. Now that these look just the same way as this one, we can go ahead and just clean up the brackets. I'll use the same strategy. Remember, this has to multiply everything that's here, so as this also has to multiply everything that's there. And remember our technique, we're going to break this bracket. That will be 2x and of course minus 3y. And we'll rerun the next bracket, which is 2x minus 3y. 2x minus 3y. Our next step is to just clean up. 2x times 2x, that's 4x of course, squared. 2x times negative 3y gives us negative 6xy, and negative 3y times 2x gives us negative 6xy, and of course negative 3y times negative 3y gives us positive 9y squared. Now with a little bit of cleaning up to do, we see that these terms are alike, hence they ought to be simplified. Thus 4x squared and minus 6xy minus 6xy gives us minus or negative 12xy. And lastly, with positive 9y squared. And this, ladies and gentlemen, becomes our final solution. I hope if you have tried it by yourself, you have been able to get something that is close to that. If not, try to see where you might have made an error. If you also want to give the last one a try, do not hesitate. Pause the video, give it a try, compare your solution to mine. But if not, it's still fine. You can try it together. Okay, there we have x minus 2 in bracket multiplying x squared plus 3x minus 6 also in bracket. And our assignment is still the same. Expand the brackets. In other words, remove the brackets. Well, it does not matter how many terms you have in this bracket, it's still one and the same thing. The process is the same. Everything that's here ought to multiply everything that's there. So this x we have to multiply all that's there, and this negative 2 ought to multiply everything that's there. Otherwise, I'll do the same technique, break this, and of course, rewrite that bracket. And of course, I will just clean up or remove the brackets here and remove them there. X times x squared, this gives me x cubed, and x times 3x gives me 3x squared, and x times negative 6, that still gives me negative 6x. Negative 2 times x squared gives me negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times 3x gives me negative 6x. And lastly, negative 2 times negative 6. This should be able to give me positive 12. I've just a little bit of cleaning up to do. I see that x cubed is not 10 like it, so I write it as is. But this x squared and this x squared, we can do something. That's 3x squared minus 2 x squared, which should be able to give me just a positive x squared. I have negative 6 minus 6x, which gives me negative 12x. And lastly, 12 is not 10 like it, which leaves this is our final solution. I hope you have been able to get it right if you have tried it by yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this part of expansion of algebraic terms. Otherwise, in our next video, we'll look at complicated repeating expressions as well. And I think that will be the last part of this episode. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you have a friend you think that might also benefit from this kind of content, do share the video with them. And of course, if you'd like to be part of the community, do not forget to smash this subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.